Hey there. This is another Q&A behind the scenes. A bit of a morbid question. Someone asked me, what do you want to be remembered for when you're no longer on the planet? Well, obviously you want to be remembered by friends and family. That's probably the main thing. One of the things that I do is I make videos for people to go riding, and I do get a lot of people that have come up to me and have said, hey, thanks to you we were able to go riding and learn new places. So thank you very much for your contribution to the off-road community, and thank you for getting us into it, or thank you for showing us where to ride. And maybe people came from out of state and they were able to bring their ATVs or their bikes or their UTVs, but like any other place, you move to a new location, you don't know where to go. So in my opinion, what I like is I'd like to have a group say, hey, come on up and ride with us. And we do get a lot of invitations, and unfortunately we can't accept all of them, but come ride our property, come ride here, come on up. And you know that mostly everybody is pretty good spirited. They're not going to leave you behind. They'll tow you back if you have an issue, help you with a spare tire, all that kind of stuff. So either way, I would hope that people would remember the videos that we made, and remember me, of course. I'd want to make sure that everybody knew that the Beaten Trail is a bit of a group effort. We have the main group. That when we started was Miguel and Doc and Gary and Frank, and then Shane, and it just slowly grew more and more. We had Dante, and then we had Craig down in Tennessee, and Adrian in Pennsylvania, then down in Florida. So we have a good group of people that always help with stuff and will film stuff. Keith has been a tremendous help in getting logistics and storage, and just you name it, he's there if you need something. Keith's a great guy. And in case you don't remember who Keith is, Keith, he runs an interstate dealership, which we promote in our videos. But he was the one that bought the original Beaten Trail 900, 50 model, and it was pretty much he became friends. And we had a good time riding together and doing all this stuff. So I would say, I'd want everyone to remember who I was, but I'd want people to help promote the riding event, and have everybody just pretty much enjoy riding and be good to each other, and try to help promote ration, safe, informative, be prepared, all that kind of stuff. So that would be the ultimate wish for me. And then we could continue on, and I don't know what the next big thing is, flying side-by-sides. I don't know. But I'd want people to, be able to save my videos on the internet somewhere, and I know 4K will be all low res at one point, and then we'll have holographic and high def and super 20K video and all this stuff, whatever is going to be out there. But either way, that's what I would like, to be my legacy. And I'd like to thank everybody, obviously, for, helping me and believing in me. Family, friends, just everybody, who you are. You pretty much either watched my video or left promoted a video, or left a comment, or gave me good advice, or bought a shirt, bought a hat, all that kind of stuff. I would hope that the Beaten Trail will be able to keep going, and I'd probably put Rich in charge of it, so I got to work on that to make sure he has full access to all of my video and all that kind of stuff. So that's it. That's a short video. I mean, I would pretty much just want people to be able to continue the riding. there's going to be some people that want to get rid of off-roading to protect the wilderness, and there's a lot of people that want to keep off-roading going because it's freedom. You get to go out and ride. You're not just on a road. You know, there's guidelines and rules, but at least you can go out and enjoy. You want to go up that rock, go up that rock. You want to get stuck in the mud, get stuck in the mud. That's half the fun. Half the fun is getting out there and just get out and ride and try it. You never know what you're going to run into, and you could run into someone else that may be stuck in a ditch, and then you get to use your winching and leverage to get them out. You don't have to video it. You could if you want. I always do. But I think a lot of I think the off-road world will continue on, probably more of, like I said, flying drones and that stuff, but it's hard to say what'll come of it. But I would hope that everybody would remember the beaten trail and the videos that we put up there, and it's we try to recommend products that will help you, whether you like filming your own stuff, ram mounts, brackets, cameras, drones, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, keep clicking on our Amazon links for as long as Amazon's around. I don't know what'll be in 20 years, but either way, appreciate everybody watching and paying attention to this. Leave a comment if you want. What do you want to be your legacy? And maybe you have money when you can leave a park bench for the kids, or maybe you can have a wing in the library with books, or maybe you make a donation to your church and they have a statue there with your name and a little plaque on it. Everybody's got something different. We don't know what the future will hold. Could be your last riding day. So get out, ride, and ride like it's your last day. Just get out and have fun. Call a friend and say, hey, I want to go out riding. They'll be like, who else is going? Nobody, just you and me. Let's just go ride. Don't ride alone. Grab your friend, pack a lunch, get some food, wear your helmet where applicable, and have fun. Be prepared on the trail. Make sure you get yourself back. And just enjoy life. Life's too short. We all work in a warehouse, in an office, in a store, online, in a bank, wherever you work. We all live to work to live. Without our jobs, we wouldn't be able to get out and have fun and do stuff, right? So I encourage you to get out and try to have fun on the weekends. If you can do it on a weeknight after work, woohoo! Camera all over the place. Do it. I have a boat. I try to get up there whenever I can to go ride. I try to get up there and take a spin. Your life won't all be riding. You're going to have family and friends and everything else. So make a difference and make a mark on the world. You would hope in a good way. And yeah, I don't know. Do unto others before they do unto you. No. Be good to people. Treat people like you'd like to be treated. That's the way I kind of do it. When I go out riding, if someone, something breaks, don't be all accusatory and everything like that. Try to help them. Be like, hey, it happens, you did this wrong or that wrong. You don't have to be critiquing them. Pretty much get them back on track, and don't let their camera fall. And don't let them have a crappy day. I think that's the best thing to do. Have fun, be good to others, and try to enjoy the world, right? That's what we got to do. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully this isn't my last video, but if for some reason it is, leave a comment and subscribe. Share it with your friends, all that. And if you want to become a member and see a lot more behind-the-scenes stuff like this, go ahead and do that. We appreciate it. It's only like $2 a month or something like that, and it helps support the channel. So, thanks again. We're getting to that 10-minute mark. I do appreciate you riding and reading and watching and liking and commenting. So have a good day, and we'll see you out there on the trail. Thanks.